What's up YouTube, it's WWE Legend 619 TV, back with another video, and oh my freaking god, how sick was that pay-per-view. Money in the Bank just really was awesome last night. I know there's been like tons and tons of videos already with CM Punk and John Cena and stuff. Yeah, like honestly, I'm just shocked of how good that was. Finally, WWE made something exciting and worth watching Raw tonight. So, first of all, I'd just like to say CM Punk is freaking awesome. You know, I've never ever been a big fan of Punk, and after that promo, and then after his match last night, I was just thinking to myself, I'm like, man, have I been an idiot all these years not keeping my eye on Punk? And I was just like, holy crap, man, this is awesome. Thank God CM Punk made something exciting there at the end. I didn't really know what was going to happen, and that's what I liked about this pay-per-view. It was so unpredictable. You never knew what was coming next. And you always wanted to, like, usually I'll go to the washroom during, like, the crap matches, and I was just like, man, I gotta stay here. Something else is going to happen. Because I went to the movie theater, because I don't buy pay-per-view. It's just stupidly expensive. To watch a show. Like, I go to the movies for $20 cheaper, $30 cheaper, actually. And so I just go there. And it was just so good. So, first off, we had the SmackDown Money in the Bank match. And this match was pretty good. You know, there were some good spots. Sin Cara left the match early, which I wasn't too happy with, but whatever. And we had Daniel Bryan win that match, and I was just like, holy crap, Daniel Bryan, finally, please WWE, don't screw Daniel Bryan up, okay? This guy's amazing, you gotta use him properly. I know you're never gonna watch this video because I'm just some loser on the computer, but just not screw him up, okay? Because he is one of the greatest wrestlers in the world right now. And I don't care what nobody else thinks, but that's my opinion because, you know, he's just got so good in-ring work that he just needs to really show himself more instead of being that stupid mid-carder and maybe go into the main event status now that he's got the Money in the Bank. Hopefully he cashes it in and wins and not make him be the first one to lose. That would piss me off. So, I was happy about Daniel Bryan. I think the next match was the Divas match. It was either the Divas match or Mark Henry versus the Big Show. But I'll just go with the Divas match. So it was Kelly versus Brie or Nikki, whatever one faced her. I could care less. Just another match where I was texting. I didn't really care. You know, the Divas match just doesn't entertain me ever. I watch their entrances and then I go right to my BlackBerry. Not much I can say about that. I just, you know, nothing against Divas matches, or nothing against, women, but I don't like the Divas matches at all, because they're not entertaining, unless it was like Trish Stratus or something, but, or Lita. Might as well put her in there, because she's probably one of the best of all time. But, yeah, so Kelly ended up retaining the title. I don't even care. So, I wasted too much time on that match. Next, I think we had the Raw, or you know what, it doesn't matter in order. I'm just going to go with the Raw Money in the Bank match. This match had some good spots too, you know. What really entertained me was how they took off Ray's mask. I was like, I already know what his face looks like, but I want to see this. Like, maybe he'll attempt to climb up the ladder without a mask on and take out Del Rio, and then Ray will fight without a mask, and you know that's probably never gonna happen. But I thought, you know, let's see, this pay-per-view has been pretty good so far, so let's see what's gonna happen. But yeah, Daniel Bryan, or not Daniel Bryan, what the hell am I talking about? Del Rio won the match. You know, good for Del Rio. Not the biggest Del Rio fan, but as long as he can do something pretty awesome in the future, I'm okay with that. Let's see, what else we got here? Big Show versus Mark Henry. I thought this match was just going to be one of those crappy matches that nobody cares about. And at first, that's what I thought it was going to be. So I started watching the match, and I was just like, man, these two can really throw each other around. They're not breaking the ring because they're so big. Like, I'm surprised, man. Big Show was doing all these shoulder blocks, and I was like, man, this is pretty good. Um, and I was actually pretty interested in that match as well. And finally, two huge wrestlers can actually put on a good match. Mark Henry ended up winning that match, and then at the end, tore up Big Show's ankle. Probably fake. Excuse me, sorry. So early. And I just had a pop, so not the smartest idea. But, yeah, it was decent for two huge guys, and pretty good match. And then we had Christian versus Randy Orton. Now, I actually was sort of entertained, but a bit disappointed. I don't know, maybe they could have put more into that match. You never know. Obviously, we're not the ones wrestling, so you don't know how much they go through with just being so tired or anything like that, performing in a long match. But I thought it could have brought more to the table. But I was really happy with the match. Some good spots in there. Christian spit in Randy Orton's face, and then Orton went off on him, just punching him, and then what does he do? He turns around and kicks him in the gonads, right in this chicken McNugget Happy Meal, and the match is over. And I was just like, holy crap, man, Christian's a champ, good old Canadian boy, bring the title to Canada. But at first I thought he wasn't going to get away with the title. I thought they were going to do like Christian loses again, short title range with the Money in the Bank again, which, wouldn't have been too bad, but I wouldn't have been that happy. So, yeah. And judging how Randy Orton kicked his ass after the match, I was like, somebody's going to come out. And nobody did. They brought him to the back, and the match was done. Let's see. Okay. The match that I almost forgot about. I can't even believe that. John Cena versus CM Punk. Thank you. For God's sake, Cena. You actually put on a good match. Obviously, Punk was way better than you in that match, but still, like, oh, thank God. Something good for once. I was entertained the whole damn match. I turned off my phone. Like, it was so good. Usually I stay on my phone all the time, but man, I couldn't even stop. Like, one blink, you missed something in that match. It was so good. It just basically finished off one of probably the best pay-per-view of the year. I was just so entertained. Punk and Cena brought something to the table, and they really made it interesting. But I was on the computer today, and I found out that half the roster didn't even know about what this was going to happen. Like, they didn't know what was going to happen at the end, which was pretty entertaining for me because I was like, man, these guys didn't even know what's going to happen. Probably they were watching on the TV like, what the hell is going on? That's basically what I was doing, and then when CM Punk blew Vince McMahon a kiss, I was like, oh, that's so funny. And then he goes up and celebrates with the belt, and I was just like, oh, please don't be over. Make Punk go back in there and kick Vince McMahon's ass or something, and then leave with the belt. But it was over, and I was just so happy. And finally, WWE is going to make me want to watch Raw instead of me end up watching something else. Oh, God. I just can't wait for Raw. It's probably going to be so exciting, and yeah, I don't really do pay-per-view results, and I just did right now because it's freaking awesome. So, peace.